Hey guys, I know I just finished up the tail light video, but neighbours are out and about creating a ruckus. But I thought I'd just jump in quickly and do a quick 5, hopefully less than 10-minute video on the air filter itself. So we'll go over and take a look. So, as everyone's aware, the old stock air filter on the Skyteams is probably not the best, especially if you've gone in and done something funky like mucking around with the jets in here, even the EGR blank, or done what I've done and replaced the inside and done the 150 conversion. So just a simple, quick little upgrade you can do. Doesn't matter if the bike's stock or you've jammed it up with something different, is replacing the air filter, because the stock air filter foam is quote unquote shit. So taking off the side cover, taking the screws out around the air filter box itself, air filter cover comes off, a little bit of spray oil on there, which is good. So I've already done this. I've put in a high flow 2-stage air filter, and I've kept the flame arrestor in there. Now some people take this out and remove it completely because they think it's going to improve the airflow itself. I've left mine in there so I don't have anything spitting back from the 150, setting this on fire and then setting the bike on fire. But to replace the original foam is really easy. You literally slide this little bugger out and you've got yourself a template to work with. It's literally just a little cage that holds a bit of foam in there. As you can see, we've got a little bit of muck on that side, but it's a cage that holds that in there, and you can actually smell it. Smell the oil that I've put on it. Some people run them dry. I prefer to put mine on there because I'm in Brisbane and we've got different weather conditions that are going on, so I'd prefer to have some filter foam oil on there to keep the tackiness and keep the crap out of being sucked into the engine. So the next thing you need to do is literally hop on eBay and Google something called Ram air filter for a 125. This came in the mail during the COVID lockdown. It's a massive sheet of it. I'm going to pull it out. Whoop. Pull it out without neighbours really interrupting everything that we're doing. And as you can see, you've got yourself quite the sheet of foam to use. Now, the best thing about this is you take a look at it and it's got a dual density, just like what I've got going on with this little bad boy as well. So this costs the princely sum of, I believe it was $6 Australian with $9 postage. That might be in pounds, I'm not sure. But it's dual density. So all you do is literally get your cage or your old foam, place it on top of your new bit that you've had come in the mail, trace around it with the texter, get your scissors out, cut out your new size, and depending on your preference, give it a good spray with some air filter foam, really squeeze it up to make sure that the air filter oil has gotten in there, and then let it expand out, dig a little hole into the middle of it so you can screw the cage back in. Now when you're reinserting it, what you want to make sure is that the lighter density is to where the air's sucking in. So if you're going to use this Ram air filter stuff, make sure that the darker grey is facing towards the engine itself and this thinner, lighter density is facing towards where the air's going to suck from. It's simple. It'll give you a gain, it'll improve what's there as stock, and go from there. Like I said, there are people that have not used oil on it. I've used oil on mine simply because of the conditions that I've got out here in Brisbane. Put it together with the cage, slide it back into where it needs to go. Make sure you're sliding it in properly, because of course, filming one-handed I didn't. She's back in position properly. And where is it? The air filter box has its cover go back on. dumbass. Of course. Let's put it in right. Which means that I literally just described it to you incorrectly. So the high flow stuff that you can get from your local shops has got the lighter colour is that grey one, and your more dense is green. So obviously looking at it, I've got a thicker layer of denser and a thinner layer of light. What you're going to get from RAM is going to be a thinner layer of denser and a thicker layer of light, so it's vice versa. But again, absolutely nothing wrong with this. I just went with the high flow because again I got impatient, and that's what I bought from the bike shop and I went with. But this arrived in the mail, so I wanted to do just a quick vid on how to do this. It's easy to pull your cover off, it's easy to undo the screws, it's easy to cut a shape out on a pad of foam, and it's easy to screw it back in with the cage that you got there. So from there, that's it. Now that air filter is probably actually going to be good, not probably, it is, it's good for the 150 upgrade that I've done. I'm fairly sure it's going to be fine for the 250 upgrade that I've got going on there. If not, I've got this. Either way, this or that are going to stay, and then when I do the carb upgrade and the 250 upgrade, they're still going to be the same thing. It's protecting the engine from the crap that you're sucking in. Like, I'm not a fan of pod filters. I've had a real bad experience in the past with a 1852 two-stroke. I'd prefer to stick with an airbox and go from there. So again, quick, easy, nasty. That's what this video is, quick, easy and nasty. Can't think of anything else to say about it other than you've got to do it. Simply, you've just got to go and do it. It's an easy upgrade. It doesn't require you to pull anything apart. All it is a couple of bucks to get a new bit of foam. I was impatient, but I spent 35 on that just because I didn't want to wait for this in the mail. It was already in the mail when I bought the other one, but now that I've got it here, I've got at least 2 cutouts on here to replace that. Cheapest chips from England. If you're in England already, it's going to be cheapest chips. But yeah, quick air filter upgrade. Away you go from there. Bob's your mother's brother. See you on the next one. Cheers. Rubber side down. Rubber side down. Keep yourselves upright and have fun doing it.